Laurence Fox and Dan Wootton's close friendship imploded in less than 24 hours after the GB News stars threw each other under the bus in a series of scathing attacks. The former actor, 45, appeared on Dan's show Tonight on Tuesday, and the duo discussed comments made by journalist Ava Evans about male mental health. During an interview on BBC Politics Live, the Politics Joe writer said making a minister for men would not tackle the mental health crisis, and the proposal would make an enemy out of women. Laurence took offense to the comments, and launched into a blistering tirade against Ava, making derogatory remarks about her sex life, and describing her as a little woman. "We're past the watershed, so I can say this. Show me a single self-respecting man that would like to climb into bed with that woman, ever. That little woman has been fed, spoon-fed oppression day after day after day," the ex-husband of Billie Piper fumed. "We need powerful, strong, amazing women who make great points for themselves. We don't need these sort of feminist 4.0. They're pathetic and embarrassing. Who would want to shag that?" As he spoke, presenter Dan was seen smirking and laughing throughout, and told viewers in a touch of balance Ava had regretted her comments, and went on to call her a very beautiful woman. In a post on X on Wednesday, Laurence addressed the fallout from his sickening rant, and called on people to leave Dan alone. Morning. First of all, don't take a pop at Dan Wootton for something I said. That's not fair. Secondly, I stand by every word of what I said, he wrote. However, the former actor didn't realize Dan had already issued a groveling apology, in which he claimed he was in no way amused by the comments, and shared his regret over his inappropriate reaction to Laurence's sexist comments. "I should have intervened immediately to challenge offensive and misogynistic remarks. I apologize unreservedly for what was a very unfortunate lapse in judgment on my part under the intense pressure of a bizarre exchange. I know I should have done better. I'm devastated that I let down the team and our supportive GBN family," Dan wrote, as he also directed a tweet at Ava, calling her brilliant and apologizing profusely for what was said during the course of my show. But, his desperate attempt to make amends was too late, as GB News formally suspended Laurence and Dan as they attempted to deal with the aftermath of the shocking rant. After discovering Dan had apologized, Laurence quickly responded, and shared a screenshot of messages exchanged between the duo following the former actor's rant. "Making you giggle is my weekly joy," Laurence wrote, prompting Dan to respond, "You can imagine them freaking out in the gallery," alongside smiley face emojis. "So much fun," the 45-year-old replied. He also alleged he had given a pre-interview before going on air, and accused the broadcaster of knowing exactly what I intended to say. He has so far refused to apologize to Ava, and said he would rather scrub toilets and retain his dignity, as he accused the media of being obsessed with cancelling him. Follow Mirror Celebs on Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube and Threads.